If one phone is not acting up, the other phone is acting up. So sorry about that. But anywho, so like I said, it's like when I don't record, it's like I feel like I miss stuff or whatever. But like I said, not too much really happened within the last couple of days. Um, Other than like I said, me and grandma had a powwow. So, so it needed to be done. Like, we had a good conversation. I'm sorry, let me put my phone down here because it's vibing. So we had a little powwow, and then like I said, I had to get some work done because I have to get this money together, obviously. And then yesterday I just ran some hours and stuff like that. But I wanted to talk about, like I said, I was going to officially, try to, start meeting folks and hanging out and putting myself back in that little dating realm or whatever, because I've been, pretty much by myself and chilling for the longest time. But I mean, I'm ready um to start meeting people or whatever. But it kind of um it's kind of like hit or miss, like a 50-50 thing, like how things actually kind of play out sometimes, just based upon like the people that you actually come in contact with. So I mean, so far so good, but people's temperament sometimes and their personalities and stuff could kind of be a little bit different from my own. So it's all good though. It's all good. I said I wanted to start hanging out because even I got told that I can't meet people if I'm always working and all that stuff. So okay, there we go. I was like, why is this still not coming up? Okay. So so I met somebody already, and I mean, they're cool. They're funny as shit. They make me laugh. They make me laugh a lot. You still got to kind of feel people out though, because y'all know I got trust issues. I got abandonment issues. I'm every day I'm working on my malfunction, dysfunction, and nobody's perfect. They're not perfect either. I'm just, taking my time and, you know, seeing what's out there in the little kiddie pool. So I still want to take my trip. So I'm trying to see if I could do that. Of course, 2D trying to come home. I don't think I don't think that she's ready. But I understand where she's coming from. Like, she don't want to be in the hospital on her birthday and stuff. But I mean, if you need to, though, if that's what you need to get better and stuff like that, I would just go ahead and stay in the hospital. That's what I would do. Like, I mean, there have been plenty of times, like, I don't get to do fun stuff for my birthday anymore since my folks haven't been around or whatever. Like, you see, last year I was in the casino by myself. Like, I'm normally not by myself, but whatever. Like, shit happens, life happens. You don't always get what you want. But at the same time, though, I think, because even, her grandma has said the same thing. She's like, she doesn't think that she's ready to come home yet either. So I don't know. I'm still just focusing, and like, this is the one time in my life that Traci has to, be selfish and just worry about myself, because since I'm mean and I'm this and I'm that, and I don't want to kiss people ass that keep talking about, talking shit literally about me behind my back, and it's like, because I was talking to one of my friends about that yesterday. I was like, I must really rub somebody the wrong way. It's just like the situation, you know, like, because I got asked, why my ex broke up with me and stuff like that. I said, look, honestly, the only conclusion that I could draw, besides, them allowing their family to be rude and disrespectful, we weren't in a relationship then. This was just when we were hanging out and being friends and stuff. But I'm saying, as far as when the actual relationship, ended or whatever, I was like, it's because I blind bitches. I blind bitches with my shine all day, every day. And somebody that has something that's on them that obviously is controlling and ruling their vessel, and not themselves actually ruling and running their vessel, yeah, they're going to have a problem with that. So when you have a darkness to you and you have somebody like this that's constantly shining their little light on it, okay, obviously they're going to have a problem. Like, obviously they're going to have a problem. And I'm like, how you doing? As her day was coming up. So yeah, so that's the only thing that I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing, and I really did care about them. They know it. I always enjoyed their company and all of that stuff, even when we were just friends. But I will be damn if I have anybody talk to me any old way, try to treat me any old way, their family or anybody else. That's like with relationship wise, professional wise, or anything else. I'm not putting up with that dumb shit. And that just lets me know that obviously we weren't who I thought we were as friends if you allow your people to be rude and disrespectful. So when I got asked that question, that was my answer. I blind bitches with my shine all day, every day. I don't care what it is that I'm going through. I still try to remain positive. I still try to put the positive vibes into the universe all day, every day. I try to be uplifted and happy and encouraged and all that stuff. But when I'm constantly going through stuff and stuff is wearing on me, it makes it a little bit harder, a little bit more challenging. But at the same time, though, I still try my best. I try my best, to still be a good person and to do good things and still try to put the positive vibes into the universe. I'm still in the process where Tracy is still trying to raise her vibration. So when you're dealing with people that are low vibrational, and they don't get where you're coming from, they don't get they try to take the positive things that you try to do for yourself and try to flip it on you, to make it seem like, oh, that's just another issue and problem that you have. Well, sweetheart, that's not the problem with me, because I'm working on myself. That's a problem with you. Okay. So so that is what it is. Like I said, I'm still looking for me a spot, and I need my space and my privacy. Grandma wasn't here yesterday, but like, I can't even get dressed without, the boy knocking on the door or grandma coming up in the room to go to the bathroom and all this stuff. Like, most of the time my titties are out. Like, literally, when they come up in the room or knocking on the door, I'm standing there with my titties out. So I told y'all, like, I know grandma wanted to see me naked. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all. When I know, okay? So when we were sitting there having a little powwow conversation, it was in between me literally about to, getting the trash together to take the trash out, getting dressed to take my shower, get dressed, leave out, la, 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 la. So we had talked, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to take my shower. She's like, okay, because she had to make a phone call or whatever. So then, of course, like, for part two of the little, conversation, she want to come up in the room right when I had got out the shower. I'm like, okay, so since you want to look, like I said, she wanted to look. I already knew, y'all. I already knew. I'm like, fine. I went ahead and I threw my little towel on the bed, and I just started moisturizing my skin with the coconut oil. So since you want to look see, I'm gonna give you a little look see. Hmm. Like, I am not that one to be played with. So, but like I said, we did have a good conversation, which needed to be had, and it's cool. You know, I'm still trying to play nice. I'm trying to. And she actually is not the problem. Like, she hasn't been getting on my nerves lately. I'm just being honest. Like, grandma hasn't been getting on my nerves. And like I said, we did finally have a little powwow. So I mean, on that front, I'm good. You know, and I'm tired of people blowing up my phone, though. I'm tired of people blowing up my phone. I don't like it. I don't like it. You're not my mama, okay? My mama was the only one that had the right to blow up my phone. Everybody else, you have to give me time, you know, to get to my phone or to call you back or to text you back or whatever. I don't like people blowing up my phone because it's not necessary. It's not necessary. And then when I don't answer my phone, then one of the kids is knocking on the door and all that stuff. Like I said, look, stop having that boy knocking on the door when I just got out the shower. mm, I'm just saying. Anywho, so so the last couple of days were uneventful. I got some work done. I did my little errands and all that stuff. I'm gonna try to take some of my stuff to my storage. I'm still looking for a place. Like, even like the app that I had paid for, like the people aren't responding and stuff like that. So at this point, I feel like it's kind of like a waste of money. And then in the meantime, I've been talking to folks. I've been talking to folks, and and I already met somebody already. So it's like it takes time to kind of get to know people and all that stuff. And it's like I'm I try to like pace myself and kind of I'm not like no serial dater or nothing like that. I never have been. It's like, when I find somebody that I like, like I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I try to spend enough time, to get to know that one person. But then you have people that draw to conclusions when you haven't made like a final decision. So I've had to deal with that before, and it's cool, you know. And then I don't know. People say a lot. People say a lot, and then their actions don't always kind of line up with the things that they say. You know, so that could be a bit of a challenge too. But I mean, I'm so far so good. I mean, the first person, they cool, they funny as shit. I can't draw to no conclusions yet. It's too soon. In the meantime, I'm keeping my options open still, and I don't know. We'll see. The weather is finally starting to break a little bit, because like there have been a couple of days where the weather was super super nice. I think it actually got up to like at least 70 degrees or close to 70 degrees. And then like the little robins are back. The daffodils are trying to come out. So I mean, spring is trying to come out finally. I'm ready for the warm weather, because even now, that's why I had to turn the car on. Like, it's cold this morning. Like, I'm tired of this cold weather. My new body does not like this cold weather. So yeah. So anyhow, but let me pull up this phone. Hold on, y'all, because the messages were coming through before, and now they're not coming through. Okay, now. Okay. I just want to double check, make sure. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, y'all, like I said, I got some writing done yesterday, which I really needed to do. It helps put my mind at ease. It makes me feel better. And y'all know there's been a lot going on. There's still been a lot going on, but I'm trying not to dwell on it. Like, it's what needs to happen has to happen at this point, and I'm fine with it. I need my privacy, and I need my peace. Because even though it's been quiet, I still don't have no peace, and I'm tired of people blowing up my phone. Like, I'm literally tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Like, it's not necessary. I need a tissue. But other than that, y'all, everything is cool. Everything is cool. So, um, I was gonna try to see if I could work today, maybe like around lunchtime or so. I don't know. I don't know, but like I don't know. I'm kind of excited though. I'm kind of excited because like there was somebody else that said that they wanted to hang out or whatever, and it's like, I could work it around, the other stuff that I have to do and stuff like that, and they're not that far, you know. So they're in, close enough to my area, whatever. So I don't know. I'm excited. I just don't want people blowing up my phone. Okay. So, like I said, my old roommate, oh, because like back then, ay, 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 sorry, y'all, my head was really itching in this one little spot. So back then, like I was on Plenty of Fish a long time ago because I had never heard of it before, and she was meeting people on Plenty of Fish. So she's like, "Well, you're in the house right now, same thing. Like you could start meeting folks or whatever." But it's hard to do that out there because it's nothing out there. But she was like, "You could talk about your experiences. Like I'm the type of person I want to meet somebody organically, like how I did with the young dude at the Family Dollar. You know, I just was going in the store buying some stuff that I needed for the house, minding my business, and he was talking shit. He was talking shit, and he definitely got my attention. He was cute. He was definitely my type, young, cute, and was talking shit. He got my attention. Like I feel like that's how I would prefer to meet folks, but like we're not exactly like open enough. I feel like sometimes these days to be able to meet people organically. Hey, what's up, Jeffrey? How you doing, Jeffrey? How you living, Jeffrey? What's going on, Jeffrey? So, like I said, I'm tired of being by myself. I want to start hanging out and meeting folks. You know, so I went ahead and I got on another app. I wasn't trying to, but like I said, these days, people are not exactly open to meeting organically. So I'm like, okay, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Wow. So he's not even using a name. He's using like a screen name. That's funny. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's not on your birth certificate. So if you can't even tell folks your name, okay, then you can't move forward from that part. That's having my compact for better. It has not been easy, but worth it. I know that's right. So it would be cool to meet somebody, that is like you don't have to be a gym rat, but like if they're like into their little health and fitness, all that stuff too, because it would kind of it would keep me motivated, and kind of keep me on track to deal with somebody that, going to the gym together would be cool. Walking outside together would be cool. You know, Cece and I used to walk the track at one of the local high schools back in the day, and that was cool. Like I just prefer to do it in the morning though, because in the morning, because like you can't go on the track obviously during school hours. During the summertime, obviously it's not a problem because school is closed. But during the school year, you can only go like first thing in the morning before school starts, and then after school, obviously. So it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that would come out there. I already, you can't. Can you see my pin? I had already put my pin on there. Can you see it? Okay. So, so I mean that's helpful because, like I said, so this gentleman has said that he had lost 40 pounds, And I was like, okay, that's cool because, like I said, sometimes it helps to have somebody around that's going to help keep you accountable, but don't get on my nerves with it. Like, with what's going on right now, it's constantly, oh, you shouldn't be doing this because of this and that. And so you have to keep in mind, everybody's body is different. Okay, everybody's body, we don't age the same, our bodies don't operate the same. Like my situation, like my health situation is way different. Just because you might have something going on doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to have the same issue. Now, when my brother had hit me up that time, just, a few days ago, he had said that he said he thought I was in the gym, and I hadn't started going to the gym yet. I just started going back to the gym last week. So he was like, "Oh, it looked like you were back at the gym." I said, "No, I lost 100 pounds." So he said he lost 80 pounds, but all of his numbers went down. Well, mine didn't, though. In a year, yeah, all of my numbers went down a little bit, but my stupid sugar is still dumbass high, and that shit gets on my nerves. So it's like, and then people don't want to give me my credit. Like, I literally lost almost exactly 100 pounds by just getting up and starting to move my ass and drink more water. No spells, no potions, no Ozempic. Because y'all know I have an issue with needles. I am not sticking myself. That's why I'm like, I have to work on this on my own. My mom had the surgery. She had a second surgery. She didn't want me to go through that. I managed to lose the weight on my own. But nobody is trying to give me credit. Nobody, my doctor's not trying to give me credit. 2D don't try to give me credit. Fine, whatever the fuck. It's still a huge accomplishment. It's a huge accomplishment. And I'm not going to allow nobody to take that away from me. I did it by myself. I literally just started walking the path. I found the walking path before I had left Western Maryland. And since then, like, I've had a couple of jobs in between that were very physical, and I constantly was on the move, and then in between, I was still, like, right now, I just now got back into the gym. So, okay, at least I can, be moving that way because I haven't been in the gym. Like, this whole time, I didn't lose none of my weight from being in the gym. You could work out at home. You could just go outside and start walking. And that's what I was doing, going outside and started walking and try to drink more water. Because y'all know that, no, I have a problem with drinking water. While I'm saying that, let me drink some water. Yeah, I wasn't encouraged to drink water growing up and stuff. So you would just look at it to see, oh, if you had the right spelling. Oh, okay, hold on, let me see. Oh, did you delete it? I don't know. I can't confirm something that I can't see. Anywho, yes, 2D is still in the hospital. Excuse me. She's trying to come home. I don't think that she's ready. I don't think that she's ready. She literally fell in the shower just a couple of days ago. So I don't think that she's ready. But she doesn't want to be in her birthday literally is coming up at the end of the month, and she doesn't want to be in the hospital for her birthday, which I understand. I totally understand. But it's, look, if you don't get yourself together, who's to say that you're going to make it to your next birthday? You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. And I know how much it would suck for you to be I don't know why my brain always wants to say hotel. My brain always wants to say hotel when I'm talking about her. Let me say rehab. She's still in the rehab. She's not in the hospital. She was in the hospital for a week. She's been in the rehab now for like about a week and a half. So let me get the H word off my brain. Yes, she is still in the rehab. And I don't think that she's ready to come home yet. Grandma doesn't think so either. But of course, she's going to do what she wants to do or whatever. My focus right now is on doing what I need to do for myself to move forward. You know, like I said, I'm starting to meet people, and I know they would even have a problem with that. One minute it's like, oh, well, you can't meet nobody if you're constantly working, 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 working. But then the moment that they know that I've officially made a decision, to start meeting people, then at some point that too is going to be a problem. But like I said, it has to be something about me, though. It has to be something about me. This lady, has been talking shit about me behind my back for the whole time that I've known her. The very first person that came to me and said, "Look, I think you need to sit down and have a little heart to heart with her because she's talking shit about you behind your back." Those were their words. And this was the people she was dealing with at the time. So it must be something about me that really rubs them the wrong way. Because, like, my mom, I remember my mom had said one time, like, when I was hanging out with my old set of friends, and I feel like not all of them, but I feel like a couple of them were jealous of me too. Jealousy is like an interesting thing because I don't have time. Like, I don't have time to be worrying about somebody else. Like, instead of worrying about something else that somebody might have or may not have that you have or whatever, strive to get what they have. If that's what you want, strive to get it. Don't hate on somebody because they have something that you don't have. If you're an asshole, try not to be an asshole. If you want more money, then work on building your money. If you want the relationship in your life, then work on yourself, to attract the person that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? It's like, instead of hating on somebody, do something to change your situation. That's what I would do instead of sitting there talking about people. I mean, because it takes a lot of time, effort, and energy. And I really feel, honestly, I feel like gossip is a sin. I feel like gossip is a sin, you know. And then when you have people around and you do everything in your power to alienate them to the point where they don't want to be around you, I think that's a lot to be said. You need to kind of look, like Michael Jackson said, you need to take a look at that man in the mirror, okay, and see what your little flaws and your little shortcomings are. And instead of trying to project that on other people and be like, oh, pointing out and nitpicking all of what you feel are their flaws, at some point we all need to work on ourselves, I feel. That's just my personal opinion. I'm just saying. But I think, it must be something about me. I think it must be something about me that bothers them. You could buy the different flavors. The different flavors of what, Jeffrey? Of the water? Is that what you're talking about? Because I got the hint water. Like, I had got some hint waters the other day. So it was a whole thing with this damn water. Like, I've had the water in the car for days, like, or maybe like a week, or maybe it's over a week, or whatever, however long it was. So Aldi's does not sell spring water in the bottles. They only sell the purified water. She had placed the order and had like 6 cases of water, and they only have spring water in the gallon jugs, not in the individual bottles. So, you know, I did a thing, because sometimes, closed mouths don't get fed. You ask people sometimes. I'm like, hey, you want some water? It's $5 a case. Yeah, do a thing. Somebody might be for it. Somebody might not be for it, but you won't know unless you ask. So ask and you shall receive. So I got rid of the waters, and then I had to go buy some Deer Parks because lately that's what she's been buying. So of course, anywho, so I bought, like, it was like the 35 pack ones. Is he on? I'm trying. It's hard to see what's going on. The truck is backing up, and I can't really see because the trees are blocking. I don't think he's in like a parking lot, or like a walk driveway, Tracy. Anyhow, it's just caught my attention because I see the red and the white lights, the brake lights. Anywho, so I had to get some more waters because, like, grandma had came in there one day when I was asleep. Like, that's the worst time. Don't mess with me when I'm asleep. Like, please don't do that. Don't mess with me when I'm asleep. Like, and then when I'm hungry too, like, if I'm hangry, then it's like I'm not gonna be able to really focus on what it is that you're saying, or will tune you out or whatever until obviously I get some food in my belly. Like, don't mess with me when I'm asleep though. So she had asked me, did I get the waters? I'm like, no. So I was like, let me go ahead and get these waters. Herein is love, not that we love God, but that He loved us and sent His Son to be I don't know what that word is. Let me see. My prayers just popped up on my phone. Oh, 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 my volume is low. Propitiation. Wait a minute, my volume is still low. Huh? Propit- propitiation? Huh? Why does it sound like every time she's saying it a different way? Propri- pro- propitiation. I can't say that shit. Propitiation. 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 Though he might have accepted her gesture of propitiation, he was still indignant. The motive for his patronage was the desire for expectation and propitiation. People give to those less fortunate as a propitiation, but had become superstitious, thinking in terms of supplications and propitiations to the ancient gods. All right, so let's look up the meaning then. We going to school this morning, y'all. We going to school. You're never too old to learn something. The act of gaining or regaining the favor of goodwill of someone or something. The act of propitiating, I guess. Okay. Anyhow, so all right. So propiti, whatever that damn word is, because I'm getting tongue tied just trying to say this shit. Is a seldom it says it's seldom used, and yeah, I guess so, because people can't pronounce it. But anywho, it's seldom used and little understand the term, but still conveys a very important biblical concept. When Christ perpetrated our sins on the cross, he made full satisfaction to the righteous demands of God's justice. He satisfied the wrath of God in our place and bore in his body the pain of the Roman cross. That is love. So the prayer is, "O lover of my soul, when you reveal to me that love with which you love me from all eternity, it was then that I knew what love really was. You taught me what it is to love on the cross of Calvary. Teach me to love you and others the way that you have loved me. Show me wherein I have failed to truly love, and help me to follow the example of your steps of love and holiness." Amen. Look, when I say that there's something that's meant for me to know, excuse me, or to be brought at the forefront to, to grab my attention, I told you it always pops up in my morning or evening prayers, or one of the pastors that come through on my YouTube. Like, I never had seen Pastor Buckner's, um, videos before until he popped up. One minute he wasn't there, the next minute he was there, and his shorts come through on my phone every day, and he prophesies over folks every day. He's sending out the positive words every day, and I appreciate seeing his videos. I do, because they definitely hit close to home. I would say more so than not, and the words of encouragement are very helpful. you know so I appreciate it. Like, because I normally would watch like Pastor Jamila with the Car Chronicles first thing in the morning. I would like sometimes I watch is it Dr. Kells and Pastor Robinson. They're all like are female pastors and stuff. And so I haven't listened to them in a while because lately I haven't been up because they get up early. Like they record early, and I've been missing them lately. But get closer to God day by day. Yes, thank you, Jesus. Woo. Mm. I was just going through some of my messages, so that was cool. You know, they into the health and fitness. I'm definitely into trying to. I need to start trying to fuel my body better. I'm gonna make me a smoothie this morning. Oh Lord, this damn thing. Let me retire because it keeps slipping. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Oh Lord. Oh. Do, 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 do. My dew is still holding up pretty good. It was I had to scratch it. I had to scratch it, the flakes yesterday. It was itching so bad. But I'm still trying to keep it moisturized as possible because it's been itching. But it's been over 2 weeks now, so it took like right at the 2 week mark for it to finally start itching. So, but it's not too many flyaways, and I've been slicking down my edges, and it's just right here in the middle. Like I have, it was so funny. I came across this lady. I don't even know her channel name or whatever, but it was so funny because she said she had three textures like in her head, and I do too. Like my hair is not the same all over my head. I have three different textures too, and I don't have 4C hair or anything like that, but I still have the different textures. And she said she had Kuta in the middle. Like I was like busting out laughing. I was like, girl, like I can definitely relate with what she was saying. That shit was so funny. Oh my god, that shit was funny. It feels dry right now. Like every day I have to. I mean, I could feel the oil on my fingers, but my scalp feels dry though. So my scalp is definitely soaking up all the oil. Like I've been putting all the oils that we have in the house. I've been putting coconut oil. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I feel a little patch. Oh, oh, yeah. So anyhow, before I head out, I definitely have to. I try not to scratch it because, of course, once you start scratching, that's when the flakes start coming up. But sometimes they have to come up because that's what's causing the itch, you know. So, and I can't see obviously the back of my head, but I feel two little spots right here in the middle, and then I can't really get to it either because it's in the back. I used to miss the days when my mama used to before, because like when I was perming my hair, I had a really bad dandruff, really bad dandruff, and my mom would literally scratch up. So I feel like that's kind of where I get it from, because I'm a scratcher, picker, popper person myself. I love Dr. Pepper Popper. I love me some Dr. Lee. Like, she just seems like a really nice person, and she has an awesome bedside manner, and she actually seems like she's actually concerned about these people and helping them with their skin conditions and stuff like that. Like, I love Dr. Lee. Like, I love watching her videos and stuff. So, I feel like I get that from my mom, because I like scratching dandruff and stuff too. I don't know what it is. It's just soothing. It's soothing. And then, like, that you're helping somebody, because that shit itches. Oh my God, this should be itching all the damn time. And I don't have nobody to scratch my scalp no more. I mean, the girl did it a little bit, for me, because I had already washed my hair and stuff, but it was like just a couple of flakes here and there. So she had did it for me a little bit, like when she was doing my hair. So I was like, that's cool. Like, because I missed that. So my mom, because it was like at the time it felt like a chronic issue. Like, she would literally scratch up all the dandruff, and she would saturate my scalp and my hair with olive oil, and she would just take her time. And she always had nails, so she would, after she scratched up all the dandruff, she would take her time, like literally massaging my scalp and like still scratching my scalp. And only mama's gonna do that, honey. We only get one mama, and I had a good one. And trust and believe, that's why you hear me talk about my mama all day, every day. And I don't care who has a problem with it. My mama was my best friend. I miss my mother and my aunt and my uncle every single day. That was the only little small knit family that I had, and they're all gone now. But my mom took really good care of me. My mama never sent me off for nobody else to raise or whatever. She was a single parent, well, not officially 100%. My daddy, or there was no other really father figure that stayed around forever, but I had my aunt and I had my uncle. So of course, my uncle was the father figure that I had, once I wasn't around my stepdad and my adopted father and all that stuff anymore, because the sperm donor was never around. So anyhow, so she used to do that for me, and then we would wash my hair real good and deep condition and all that stuff. And then after, my hair was clean and stuff, my mom would go through the whole olive oil process again. Like I said, only mama gonna do that. Like, so she would slap the olive oil back in my head and scratch it real good and massage it in real good. Yeah. So I miss that. One of my grays is trying to come through. It's just one little single. It's not even a whole gray hair. It's like a half a gray hair. It's just a half. It's just a little piece, a little segment, just a little scotch. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. My hair is still holding up though. It still looks really nice. So I'm keeping it in for at least 2 more weeks. So, and even my curls are not too fuzzy or anything. So my deal is holding up pretty good, and I'm grateful, because I hadn't had my hair done in like a year or so, and my hair is not the same. Like, it's definitely not the same from the last time that I had actually got it done. So, so y'all, I had decided, okay, with that whole thing, I don't know, did I change the visibility? I might not have. I might have to go in to change the visibility just in case. I don't think that I did. So I'll change it when I get in the house. Shit, I gotta go in the house to get the key and everything to get into the gym. But anyways, like, so that whole thing with the stupid dude at the Royal Farms and stuff like that, I just made up my mind. I'm just not gonna. I like going to that Royal Farms, but there's so many other Royal Farms close in the area. Like at night, because I know he works at night. I'm just not gonna go to that Royal Farms, because that shit was stupid, and he almost got cussed out. Like, literally, because it's not like he didn't know who I was. He was mad because I didn't, like, literally, I didn't pay him no mind. When you get on my nerves, like, I'm trying to do some out of the box type stuff, which is who Traci is and how I've always moved, like, my whole entire life. Okay, I'm not in the matrix, and I definitely have always led my life by the beat of my own drum. So obviously my little stuff that I'm beating out on my drum obviously is different from a lot of other folks. Okay, fine. Different doesn't mean bad. Okay. So the dude is not my type. He is not my type. And obviously he crazy. And how many times would I say Tracy cannot do crazy and mental illness no more? I can't. It's too much. It's too it's too much. It's too much. Okay. So the dude was mad because we exchanged numbers because he was like, oh, I have a couple of jobs and I have a house and I'm this and I'm really looking for somebody, la la la. So that's what got my attention. So we exchanged numbers, but this was months ago. We exchanged numbers. So I was working, right? Because like I had stopped in to go to the bathroom, and to get something to drink that night, but I hadn't ended my night yet. I still did like maybe like 2 or 3 more orders. Then I went into the house. So y'all, in the meantime, this fool was blowing up my phone. Blowing up my phone. I don't like that. Like, giving me time to respond or to call you back or text you back. Please do. Like, if y'all ever get my telephone number, please don't blow up my phone. Please don't do that. Like I said, my mama had the right to blow up my phone because she was my mama. My mama's in heaven now. Nobody that has any of my 3 telephone numbers should be blowing up my phone. I'm just saying. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's like one of my pet peeves. I hate it. Give the person time to respond. And if you're one of them types of people that are antsy, that you can't sit tight and wait for the person to call you back or something, that I feel like that's a personal issue with you and you need to work on that, because people get busy and stuff like that. Like my regular phone, like even like the CEO lady would call me and I didn't see it or hear it because I can't hear it. And then it would take a minute before I actually look at the phone. I'm working through a different phone. So when you're calling and texting or whatever, I'm not going to see that message right away until I actually take the time. Like when I take a break, when I actually am sitting at the light or whatever, like I have to actually reach up for that phone to be able to check my messages and stuff. But I know this dude had an issue because we exchanged numbers and he was blowing up my phone. Okay, so instantly, right out the gate, I'm already not attracted to you, so that's one. And then 2, you getting on my nerves. And then 3, you're showing me like you're beyond like a bugaboo, and it's like I'm sorry, my mental can't handle that. Like, I'm not a Klingon chick. I never have been. I'm not the type of person to blow up people's phones, and I also live my life by the concept, I'm only going to bother people that want to be bothered. And if people don't want to be bothered, I'm not going to blow up your phone. I'm just not gonna do it. So when people do it to me, Tootie do this shit to me all this fucking time, and she still hasn't got the hint. Don't be blowing up my motherfucking phone. And even like the time when she had the boy come up in and throw the phone on the bed and shit, I could have got up. I could have walked out. You're not gonna force that shit on me. If I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you. If you getting on my motherfucking nerves, you getting on my motherfucking nerves, and you well know that you are beyond getting on my motherfucking nerves. So don't do it. Like, don't do it. I'm trying to tell y'all. He was mad because I did not give him the time of day, because when we had exchanged telephone, I never talked to him on the phone. I text back a couple of times. And then after I saw how he was, he's like, you need to answer your phone. What you don't need to do is tell me what the fuck I need to do. These are my phones. I pay these phone bills. Okay, so if I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you. You being a fucking asshole, bugaboo, getting on my nerves. So I'm telling you, that's what it was. Oh, I didn't recognize you. Why did you have that rag thing on your head? We put the rag thing on our head to try to keep the do looking as nice as we possibly can, to keep the do until we have to switch up the do. So don't be an asshole about the granny caps, okay? We need to put the granny caps on for the reason that we need to put them on, okay? And I was out working. So most of the time, I do not come in contact with the people that I'm delivering the food to. They want me to just leave it out the door. So who the fuck cares if I have my granny cap on or not? Who cares? And then at the same time, too, when it's colder outside, because I haven't been putting on my little beanies and stuff, it helps keep my head warm. Okay. And I was outside all day. So he had a problem with my granny cap. He was talking shit. I know he had a problem because he was like, oh, well, these people, it was so funny because the white dude was like, I fear for him. Like, I pray for him. I'm like, yeah, Yeah, some people just need it. Some people do. But I'm just like, my nerves, like I said, my nerves and my mental cannot handle all of that. I don't like people blowing up my phone. It's not necessary. You have to give the person time to hit you back. And even like I said, when I'm doing with my stuff, when I'm dealing with Tootie, like she just makes it hard for me sometimes. She just makes it hard. So, like I said, at this point, like I need my privacy in my space. So I need to move, and so I could have some peace of mind. And she don't understand that. She just wants people around. But like I said, when you alienate the people around you to the point where they don't want to be around you, then you need to check yourself and fix it. Because then otherwise people shouldn't have a problem being around you. That's just my own feelings and opinions. And stop trying to force feed your shit on people, because if people don't want to talk to you, obviously it's a reason. Crap, Tracy. Gotta fight with this thing. It's fine though. It's fine. Oh. So, like I said, it's just like I just wanted to do my little powwow because I hadn't recorded for 2 days, which I try not to do. But obviously, if I'm not recording, obviously I'm just busy. So, but y'all, I try to chime in every day to let y'all know what's going on. Damn it, Tracy. But right now, like I said, not too much is going on. But that shit was just wild, and it's like because I was gonna talk to the store manager and stuff like that. I mean, because pretty much they're not losing a customer, but I'm not going in that store when I know he works at night. So like that shit was just crazy. It was beyond crazy because it's like because I wanted to let him know. It's like y'all see, I have to go up and down this long big ass staircase, and I was just trying to eat my food. I didn't want to come in the house. I wasn't ready to come back in the house yet. I just took my little break. And if the white guy didn't have a problem with it and I thought he was the manager, then I don't see why he made a big stink, and all that. But it's fine because like I said, I just won't go in there at night no more. He an asshole. Oh, getting on my nerves. And at this point, I need to minimize the bullshit as much as possible. I don't need nothing else right now getting on my nerves. And even as far as like trying to meet folks and hang out and stuff like that, same thing. Like the same rules apply. If you're going to get on my nerves, then we just not going to keep talking. Plain and simple. Oh, I thought that was the. Okay, there we go. So all of my hair. All of my hair in there. Is it in there? Is it in there? I have to shake it to get the braids to fall to the bottom. Yeah. It's getting hot in here now. Whew. So I haven't taken that parasite cleanse stuff yet. I was gonna start it yesterday, and then the boy had asked for a ride to school, so of course I got food while I was out because I meant to take it on an empty stomach. My eyebrows are still so my little cut is healed, but I'm like I don't want to mess with it because every time I pull out that damn brow shaper thing, I always end up tearing up my damn. Normally it's the eyebrows. That time I actually cut my skin in two different places, so I'm not trying to do that no more. Yeah. So then it's like people just want to keep messaging you back and forth. They don't want to exchange telephone numbers because a lot of people don't like talking. And I'm like, well, I'm a talker. Like I said, I've said it a million times. I think texting is the devil, but it has its purpose. When you need that receipt, it's there when you need it. I feel like you need to talk to the person. And I'm not doing a whole bunch of FaceTiming and all that shit. Like, I only would FaceTime with a couple people here and there. Like, if you want to see me, then let's meet. Like, I'm not doing a whole bunch of FaceTiming either. Sorry, a notification was popping up on my phone. I hear the rooster. I can hear him even in the car. He loud. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo. I know that's right. With my fine self. You cute. Hmm. That's my type. My spy type. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. He makes jewelry. Mm, okay. Okay. Show little creative self. Oh, and he likes a W. I know that's right. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if I've seen him before. But obviously he in the building. Not everybody is friendly and actually speaks. No, you don't, Jeffrey. Yeah, exactly. Ex- I'm busy. Yeah. I'm not, it's like, I don't know. Some jewelry I like, some I don't. This is pretty though. I would wear this. Because I got asked that question recently too, if I wear jewelry. Yes, I wear jewelry, but I've lost all of my jewelry over the years from moving so much and stuff like that. Like even like my gold nugget tea that I had when I was in high school. I've lost all. My mom had the, back in the day we used to wear the like the kissing rams and the kissing dolphins, and I actually had some mermaids, and I love them mermaids. So hold on one second, y'all. Hold on a second. Somebody need to get cussed the fuck out. Hold on. I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back. Let me go ahead and do my workout and stuff, and I'll be back. Cause like I said, I'm not putting up with this bullshit. I'll be back, y'all.